Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I tinker with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you can click on the links in the comment section below. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. This video also has tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So, thank you very much for watching. Kicking off the morning with Red Barron. And one day, just jacking around, already put 43 miles on this thing, man. We need to calm that down. Getting ready to do the front suspension, change the struts and lower them. We got some Ebach springs, lowering springs, and some Bilstein HD yellow B6 struts to put on it. So let's get cracking on that. Kick off by busting those bolts loose, then busting the lug nuts loose, and then jacking the car up, put it on jack stands, hopefully not the Harbor Freight ones, and pull these struts out of here. Yeah, boy. One of my viewers let me know that this anti-sway bar is on the wrong setting for performance. The back setting is for tighter, the front setting is for standard. So we're gonna move that thing back to the back setting right now. And we get the strut built and ready, locked and loaded to go. Got Red Barron back on the ground, boy. Yellow Bilsteins and them Ebach lowering springs. Look at that yellow in there. Bilsteins, B6s. Let's go look how high Panther is. I think it has the same struts, but it has the stock springs. And that's how high Panther is. So, those lowering springs do make lower. We're going to be installing the rear IPD anti-sway bar. It goes in that way. Let's get started. Block the front wheels. Get the car up in the air. I put it on jack stands. I support the jack stands right there. Come down under the car, behind the rear suspension, and you'll see the current anti-sway bar. I cleaned a couple of the bolts off, 2 on this side. Then over here, you got these 2 bolts right here that I cleaned off. May have to loosen that to get it out. On the driver's side, IPD recommends you loosen these 2 bolts. You should mark them so you can return the alignment close to where it's supposed to be. So I'm going to clean the dirt off of those. And then after I get those loose, a few threads so it can move around, I'm going to take this bolt out, hold the top, take the nut off the bottom. Same with that one. So let's do this side first, as their instructions recommend. Alright, these 2 bolts have I think a 15 on top. This bolt here is a 15 on the bottom, 13 on the top. This bolt's 18 on the bottom and 15 on top. So remove those 2, loosen those 2. Now we're going to remove those 2 on the back of that. These 2 bolts back here are 15s. So now I should be able to work this out. I got those 2 out and the 2 on the other side out. IPD included hardware is a 15-15 on that side. I think you got an 18 here, 15 up top, a 15 up top, and a 14 down here. Then I put those back as close as I could, tighten those down, and we're good to go. Rear P80 front wheel drive anti-sway bar installed. Next we're going to bust these Bilstein shocks loose, get these 15s out of here, replace these springs. Easy peasy. I'm about to change the rear spring bump stops. Very common to destroy these things, not get them on like I did that one. So I'm going to show you the tips and tricks. If you look down in there, you'll see a blue holding pin sleeve. I used the 1/4 inch extension, put it down in there like that, and I tap that out. So I'm gonna set this down, tap that blue pin out, it'll fall out the bottom. I tapped it, it drove itself in there. That's the holding pin. So you get somebody with some strength, pull that thing out of there.
I don't have it. I don't have the strength.
All right, it's out. Now you tap that through there to the bottom. Those things will move in while it's tapping. I'm gonna tap it with the other end until I tap that pin out. Tapping it, it broke, but you could use this, I guess, to tap it out. I'm gonna tap it out again anyway and try to super glue it back on there. Now you take the new bump stop with this pin. You get this pin started just a little bit in there, then you push this down in there, get it to poke through the bump stop, then you set it on there, drive that through with your 3/8, then drive this in with this little deal here. So let me do that. I got that pin retainer started like that. Now I'm gonna push it down through there, get it pushed through this hole. Because I put that set pin in there, I pushed it through with a 14 deep socket. Now it's ready to push down in there, get locked in there, and I'm gonna drive it in there with the socket. Then I'm gonna drive that retaining pin down in there, and it'll be locked in like that one is. Tap that retaining pin in with that. Like I said, we're good to go. Now we can set it on top of the spring, set the spring mount in there, and get this stuff installed. We got it. Lowering springs on all fours. Man, we were supposed to measure this before and after, but we didn't. Anyway, we're about to hit this thing, go for a little test drive, call it a night, work on it tomorrow. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.